What in the world was that championship race in NASCAR yesterday? You thought it was predictable, it just laughed in your face. If you told me that after all of those runs with Denny Hamlin and Byron being up front, basically running 1-2 the majority of the race, you would have Kyle Larson win his second championship, that was not even in my brain. Even the entire race, I was like, it's going to be Hamlin or Byron. There is one thing I want to talk about though. What in the world was going on with the tires? Now, if you're not familiar with NASCAR, if you don't know how the tire pressures work, Goodyear says, hey, don't go below this minimum tire pressure. It's not like a rule, but it just says this is not a recommended tire pressure I would recommend going below. Teams often go below it. I think we saw over a dozen blown tires the entire race. It was probably more. So if somebody has an exact number, let me know. Personally, I don't think that should happen in a championship race. This reminds me of Bristol or Martinsville, where the tires just absolutely just shredded apart. Personally, I think it was way too much tire wear, but that does not change how I view this race. In the current format, this was unpredictable. This is what I think they wanted. When you just thought Denny Hamlin had the championship locked up with 3 to go, Byron blew a tire. One of the only playoff cars did not have an issue all day long. There are conspiracy theorists thinking that, yes, William Byron intentionally blew a tire so Kyle Larson could win the championship. Yep, that's exactly what happened. I think that Willie B was pushing so hard that the temps probably got too high, pushed it way too far, that the tire just couldn't handle it anymore. He was probably running as hard as he was during that last stint. But overall, if I'm NASCAR, I mean, what more could I want from a championship race? It had predictability. It had some long runs where drivers were driving away. It had drivers coming back up through the field. It had some carnage with the tires, which you can think about that how you may. You had the drivers that were at the end trying to win it. You had a time where all 4 championship contenders started up front. You had a green-white checker that decided the championship. Not sure why Denny Hamlin took 4 tires instead of 2. It cost him track position, but either way. The champion came down to who could execute best on that last run, a tire being blown, and the tire decision from the 11 crew versus the 5 crew. I mean, I hate it for Denny Hamlin, but if you're NASCAR, I'm wondering if they're viewing this in a positive manner, if they're viewing this as this is the championship race that we wanted. Let me know, did you like the championship race? Did you not like the championship race? I just was not sure what was going to happen the entire time. I was like, what am I watching? Which did create a level of excitement. I just want to know your thoughts.